Oh, okay, okay. I got a chat. Man, it's been so long I've done this streaming thing that I think. Am I live now? Oh, okay. Yeah, I am live now. Yeah. God, it's been so long since I've been doing this that I don't remember how to do it anymore. That's how bad it is. Okay. All right. Man, I just monologued like a minute and a half without anyone even being here. That was already a mistake. Hi, Happy Jim. Thanks for stopping by. God, yeah, I did not. I don't remember how to stream anymore. Because I hit the start stream on OBS, but I did not see the go live on the next button over, so I forgot to hit that button. But yes, I am here in 2025, and I am sorry it took me so long to get here. So, uh, you're alive. I thought for sure that your neighbor murdered. Yeah, like, yeah, because like it doesn't like yeah, that. You know what? That makes a lot of sense because with the red lights in my backyards, it could have been a cult. So, but yeah, no, I did not die, and basically what this stream is what my plan is to do is explain what the actual purpose of what this channel was originally when I first started this channel, like what it was and what we're going to do moving forward. And basically the reason why this channel was started was because I was trying to build up a resume basically on auditioning for like different companies and all that stuff and try to become a talent. Obviously that didn't pan out. I did join a VTuber group for a little bit as an editor, but that kind of fell through as well. So it was kind of just testing the waters and trying to figure out how to be a VTuber, how to be a streamer, and how to do things, basically. And so, like, when I did my first sprint of streams, because there is probably, like, 2 big breaks that I made. Well, the first type of stuff that I did was basically just building up resumes, learning how to stream, then later on transitioning to be a VTuber and doing all that stuff. And eventually I stopped doing all that because I lost motivation, basically. And the thing about that is because, like, I would always come up with an excuse for myself. Which, to tell you the truth, those excuses are really no excuses for me not to stream. Like, I could have done it. I should have done it. I should have kept up with it. I just didn't because I was lazy, and then I told myself that I didn't have to. So that first big break, it was a lot of like weeks of me saying, like, the first week was, oh, I can't stream. Like, I have family coming in town. Lack of motivation is, yeah, yes, it is. It is, like, man, lack of motivation is, like, the worst thing in life. Like, it's like, all you have to do is, like, it's like, in your head, it sounds so simple. It's just like, oh, just get I have everything before I made my new computer set up. All I'd have to do is just make a quick thumbnail, which it's like 5 minutes for my crappy thumbnails that I make, and then just pre-test everything and then go from there. But I just don't do it. I just be like, man, that couch over there, I could be laying on that and watch TV or play on my Switch or something. So it was always hard for me to do that. But then, like, again, so it starts like with the first day. The first day where it comes to a point where it's like, oh, I have family in town, so I won't stream that weekend. And then next week comes in, and it's like, I'm hanging out with friends, so I'm canceling the stream. I won't be doing it that way. And then so 1 week turns to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month 2, month 3, and holy crap, it was like, oh god, when I come back, I gotta build, make this like big entrance, right? Like again, I gotta apologize to everybody to say I'm sorry I've been gone, but it's really my fault for not doing it. So that's like the reasons for like that first main big break. So there was that. And then when I came back the second time, I kind of had the help with my friends Abe and Gio, which they were a super big help for sure of keeping me accountable. And I did enjoy the content that we were releasing with the podcast. Like it was really nice. And then again, getting to talk to chat was fantastic. Like Happy Gem, you are the one true fan for sure. You are amazing, and it is always great to have you on chat, because it does make me feel good about what I'm doing here. But yeah, having Abe and Gio making me accountable to do Saturday streams consistently, and then having Abe there on Sundays to make me do streams consistently. I can't talk anymore either. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, in the last like few weeks, I feel like the way I talk is different and it's not right anymore. But yeah, so like having them for a while, it was nice. And then I was doing the regular streams for gaming and stuff. And it was great. But then again, not a problem with them. It was my problem because I did this first, because I have the equipment, I have the channel and everything. So this is all on me for the reason why we all stopped doing it. And I will say the main reason why we stopped doing it was my work had sent me out of town to do 1 week of training. So I had missed that weekend of doing Abe on Sundays, and actually I think we just missed Abe on Sundays. We missed that one, and I didn't get to do GeoChat. And after a while, the next week came up, and it was because I had broken the routine of doing it every week that I basically lost the momentum and focus of doing it again this week. And then it came up with, oh, I don't know if I can do it this week. I got this going on. This friend's asking me to go here, so we're going to have to cancel it. And then Abe had moved out of town. Like, he's like 3 towns away, and it kind of got harder to schedule it. And like, we did try to do a few Discord ones where we did it over on Discord, trying to talk to each other, do a podcast, but it was just not jiving well with me. I feel like the chemistry wasn't there, like, instead of doing it in person. And kind of the same thing with Geo. Like, we were kind of, I think we did one tester, or we might have played a game, and we were doing it over Discord, and it was, part of me was like not totally into the idea. I liked having my friends in the same room with me and talking about it, and I feel like we could get that connection and stuff a little bit better. So, but then yeah, and then also Geo travels for work as well, so sometimes that got a little hard. But then again, it's on me. He was willing to, like, I can't blame Geo, because Geo is willing to make the commitment to drive to town every weekend to do the podcast. Like, he was committed. Like, he was 100% committed, and I was not, unfortunately. So, Geo is always a Chad. I kind of, now that you said that, I want to make a Giga Chad photo of his penguin self and just give him like the most square jaw ever, and just play the Giga Chad music right behind it now. So like a lot of the issues of the streaming thing came to mind, and like I had every intention, yes, of coming back, and I just kept on putting it off. I kept on agreeing to things to go into friends' places or hanging out with friends when I knew I should have been streaming. I should have done this, then that, and that, and then it just kind of became just like a thing. It's like, it became more of a chore to do the streaming thing, unfortunately. And the thing is, basically, procrastination 100, yes, times 100, yeah. It really was, because it's just like, they're like, in the middle of the, like, recent big break, I had a plan to come back to, and then the reason why, I think I started playing, I don't know if anyone has played the HoloLive or HoloKeer game. And that game is super addictive, and it's free on Steam. So if you have like a quick time to play, but also you want to lose a part of your lifetime just playing this highly addictive game, you go download HoloKeer. I know, like, it's kind of like the same thing with like Balatro as well. Like, God, I still can't believe that got nominated for Game Awards, which that could be another topic we did a podcast. But yeah, like. That'd be really cool to just do gaming news as well, because there's a lot of stuff I would like to talk about gaming news, because like there's the whole flop of Concord. Game Awards was just very interesting for the fact that it's not what exactly I expected for all that stuff, and yeah, there was just gaming just went weird this year in 2024. But yeah, so the transition to basically of all this time of my channel is I felt like I have not really created it for myself, because again, the first time I started streaming, that was just to show companies that hire me as a talent, give me money so I could quit my day job. But then that didn't really work. But then I kind of, the second time around it, I kind of did it with my friends, which part of me was into that. Like, I liked doing that. That was fun. I still want to bring that part of it back. Maybe around the summertime, maybe those podcasts will come back, because, again, it'll be easier for everyone to travel, because it's winter where I live, and where I live, snow and highway closes. Like I thought this was completely normal in the world, where if the snow gets too big, they like close the highways, and we have like these on the exits, like these bars that literally will like come down to close the highways. I thought that was a normal thing around the northern area of the United States. Apparently not. So, but yeah, so like maybe in the summertime when it's safer for everyone to travel, maybe that stuff will come back. I don't know if it'll come back at the same capacity as like every Saturday, every Sunday. Maybe there'll just be an Ape chat and a Geo chat in there that week. There'll be a nice little surprise for everyone. So, but I guess now for going in the direction of what this channel is going to hold in the future is I'm not going to guarantee the streams are going to be consistent. Again, there's going to probably be gaps and gaps of things and everything. But I'm hoping to do our long-form content of videos. And what those videos are going to be is what one of my actual biggest passions since middle school, I mean, I guess a little bit in elementary too, is storytelling. So my goal for 2025, bunch of stuff happens to me, including having a hurricane. The hurricane coming in, and see, I don't have to deal with hurricanes where I live. Hurricanes just seem terrifying to me. Like, because like we get tornadoes, but they don't last very long. Hurricanes feel like they last like weeks, and it's ridiculously how bad. And then like you see the aftermath of a hurricane, that's terrifying. That is horrible to know. And it's like, again, like your internet's gone, like you can't get in contact with. Like, man, hurricanes just feel so bad. It was scary just the aftermath of hurricanes are terrifying because it's just like and the thing is, you see it all the time on the news, and it just like, oh my god, is like, how do people like it's I feel bad saying it, but like, how do people live through that? It's like, holy crap, you guys are another breed of people of like, because again, like we get tornadoes, and like tornadoes are pretty bad as well, especially when they touch down and go, but they don't feel as long as hurricanes. Hurricanes just look like they last a long time, and it feels like every year there's a new hurricane, and it's just like, man, I can't believe that's scary shit there for sure. But I'm glad that you're safe and like all that stuff. I found it really weird game while you've been gone. I plan on getting it when it comes out because how weird it is. Oh no. Like, can you tell me the name? Because then I would actually be curious to try it. Like, I'm kind of like interested in weird games right now. So, but I might try it. if I look at it and I'm like, date. Oh my god, date everything. I kind of want to play that with Abe. Is that literally like when you say date everything, like in the romance date kind of thing? So like, I kind of want to play that with Abe because I think that would be funny to see his reaction on that. So, but yeah. So sorry, going back to what I was talking about before. Basically, I'm going to change the. Yes, it is kind of fun. Oh, okay, I'm so excited for that actually now. So, is that on Steam as well? Because if it's on Steam, that would be even better and makes it easier for me to like capture. But yeah, so basically, we're going to transition the idea of my idea of the channel, which again, not to say that there won't be any more gaming streams. They'll just be less consistent. And it's just like, maybe I'll throw a gaming stream to update you on the writing I'm doing, update the projects that I'm doing. And mainly right now, because I have to thank Edgar or Gio for kind of like kickstarting this, because like it was literally a week ago he told me, yes, it's on Steam. Perfect, it's on Steam. Right. I can actually, you know what? I can go on Steam right now. I'm going to go on Steam right now and look at that. Oh, yeah, there it is. Date everything. Okay. February 14th. Okay. I'm going to add that to my wish list so I don't forget. Okay, so that's on my wish list now. So maybe I'll make me play that. Or even Gio. Maybe Gio will play it. Maybe Gio will play with me. I'm sure yeah. So we're going to transition to more writing stuff. Long-form writing, basically. My idea is I'm currently writing my story right now that Gio has been waiting for 10 years, he said now. That I told him. Like, this whole crazy lore idea that I had, this whole crazy thing, but I've rewrote the beginning like 50 or 100 different times. He's so pissed at me that I have not actually got a good baseline of it. But now I do. I have a fantastic chapter 1 with a next, like, the writing I'm doing is very weird too. Because I'll go to chapter 1, which is like the main story, and then I have something called an intermission. Gio is always looking away to get mad at you. That is, I mean, you're probably right. I am supposed to like go and help him too, like help his brother get Elden Ring on seamless co-op. Which, if you guys don't like, but like see, I love Elden Ring. Elden Ring is such a fantastic game, and if you get seamless co-op and some friends, it is so much more fun, because the difficulty does go down a little bit even though they have more life, but at least you're with friends, so it's kind of fun to being in that like medieval time of where everything sucks, but again, your friends are there, so everyone's just kind of suffering, and that's what I live for, is everyone suffering. I keep forgetting that's like my thing. I like it when people suffer. um, but yeah, so like Gio has been waiting for me to write this story, which again I have also told him this story cannot be contained in one book. It would be like 3 books before it actually comes to a conclusion. So, and I'm still thinking it's going to be a 3-part series book still. But I think it's gonna be a fantastic story until I release it, and then the reviews come out, and then I'd be like, oh, well, at least I got a book published or something, which I heard, like, again, I hear that Amazon will publish literally anything nowadays. So, basically, I'm going to be focusing on... I might get it. Please do. It'll be great. It's like just to give you a short premise of it, like, the first book, at least, is, like, basically... See, this is always the hardest part, is me explaining it, because it has so many twists and turns in the story. Which is basically it takes time in present day where our main character, Kaiden, is basically a professional hitman or assassin for the black market. And the reason why he does all the stuff he does is for his sister, so he can buy drugs for his sister because she has an angel possessing her, and the drug suppresses the angel's ability to take over. So he does a lot of bad things for his sister, but then after one job, he meets this character named Lucas and starts to tell him things about our main character Kaiden, that hey, you're not a normal human. You're actually something called a Dolian. Yeah, like Eidolan. Or O-N. Something like that. I've heard it pronounced in so many different ways, and I haven't figured out, and I keep going back and forth, so that's the bad thing about me. But yeah, so basically he tells him that he's like a special type of breed, which... like, these breed of people basically date back to Greek gods, Norse gods, and all that stuff. And he starts, deciding he wants to look more into that, because maybe it's the same reason why his sister is being possessed by this angel. And that, because the thing is, if he doesn't give the drugs for his sister to suppress the angel will take over and try to kill him, and basically anyone around them. So, and as the plot grows and grows, that it's kind of more of a crazy conspiracy thing, because the government's involved, the church is involved. And see, now I'm definitely intrigued. See, I have the idea, it's just getting it down is hard, because how I write is very chaotic for sure, because I get the ideas for scenes, and I try to put them all into place, and it's when I first start, I end up trying to be fucking Stephen King, where it's I gotta describe this waffle for 3 paragraphs long. But I don't go as much in depth as that, but definitely when you start writing, it gets to a scene, I was okay, so opening scene, alright, so how do I want to do this? Alright, so basically the first chapter of my book is, it starts with the main character. He gets a phone call, and basically the phone call is, hey, the package is in the location that we had told you previously. Go get it and make an example out of them. So that's the first opening line. Trying to be the hook of it, basically. And basically I had to describe where he is right now, which is an abandoned office construction building, or it's a construction they were trying to construct an office building. It never got finished, so I just had to try to describing all that around you, and then with that, since there's no windows or anything, I had to tell you it's fall, it's cold, and it's night, so there's a moon. So it's probably going to take a till you get motivated to make my story. I'm probably not going to do it in a book form, but it's still going to take time. Well, so okay, so if you're no problem. Like if you're gonna make a book, take as long as you need. I know that pisses Edgar off, or Gio, it pisses him off. But when it comes to storytelling, I want to be a perfectionist. I want to make sure the scene that I wrote, does it actually hold validity? Does it actually hold is there a purpose in the scene that I'm writing? Because I have found myself that I go so sidetracked on a different topic, and then I wrote 4 pages and I just realized I don't need those 4 pages. They don't add to the story, unfortunately. So I just have to scrap it because it's just a side story that people don't need to know about, unfortunately. But any story that fleshes out characters, that's important. So I will keep all that. I know Edgar does have an idea of one character I have, and he kind of likes that character. So I keep all that stuff in. But yeah, if you do write a book, and you just needed to get it out in the world and maybe make it a little bit of a side hustle, I did see that Amazon will basically publish anything. And that is the most amazing thing I ever thought. Because I watched another VTuber, or it wasn't a VTuber, it was just someone that did art. And she got 3 books published through Amazon, and it was approved in 24 hours or 72 hours or something like that. And the low end one was literally a journal, those composition books that she did beforehand, and they took it. I was like, what, really? It's that easy to get something published? And then then she did a word search one, a kids children book one, and then the third one, it was a high-end coloring book, which it showed off her art skills, and it was very cute and comfy, cozy art, so it was really cool. But yeah, so then I think that's been just going to be I think my goal this year is to do more writing. And I have this big book idea that I'm making. I don't know if this will be necessarily the first book I'm going to post to Amazon to get published first, because I might start doing now. Time has definitely changed compared to the past. Not old, just saying. Oh yeah, I mean, I will say I'm gonna admit I'm getting to the age that I do feel older, and I was a little bit insecure of sharing my age before, but I'll tell you now, I'm 29 years old, and I will be 30 this year in August. I am getting older, and man, the 30 is coming, and I didn't realize that the 30 is coming. So yes, I am. Wow. Yeah, I was kind of hiding that before, my age, because again, I was trying to think, if what information can I give out there to say am I doxing myself? Which I don't think sharing my age is really the biggest thing. I don't know. I'm not trying to be these cutesy anime girls from the other VTuber communities, which I've also seen dudes they'll have this little cute anime girl, and just because I want to support other VTubers, I'll click it, and it's the guy with the most deepest voice ever, and it's just it throws me with a loop. It just it's a whiplash. It's oh my god, just 8 years older than me. It's crazy. Yeah, see, yeah, because I think you were questioning it on one of our videos, because I have watched some of our older videos, and it was just oh, the memories, all the good times we had. And I think you did ask us wait, is Soul older than me? Yeah, I 8 years actually. That's a little of a gap. So, but yeah, I am 29 years old. Will be 30 in August, and I'm starting to realize I need to get the things that I want. That's the thing, because nothing's ever going to really just fall in your lap. Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think that you meant for like watching those old videos again. But yeah, like nothing is gonna fall in your lap if you want things done. You unfortunately have to be the one to do it. If your life is not in a great spot, unfortunately, you're the only one that can pull yourself out of there. Like it's good to have family, friends, and everyone to help you, but ideally, you have to be the first one to say, I want to help myself, or any of that. And my biggest dream in life is I want to be a writer. If I could be an author for the rest of my life, like again, there goes the question of what is your dream job? My dream job would be writing amazing stories, like stories that people read and enjoy, and basically because I just love the idea if I write a book and then I go on Twitter or Instagram or something and people making fan art. That would be the coolest thing. Man, I miss this so much. Right? The deep conversations or something, or yeah. But yeah, like I would love for my writing for people to see like I have a vision in my head. I would like to see other people's like interpretations of like these characters that I'm creating. Because yeah, again, dream job would be an author. Another goal in my life, which would be super awesome, is to make an anime. An anime would be so cool if I could do it. Because like again, with my story, like the main story I was talking about, there's a lot of action scenes, and like there's no way I could get a live action form to work with it, because there's a lot of supernatural and like they're like superhumans, where we're talking about like jumping off like high stairs and stuff, and like the main character has like a chainsword basically, where like it like as he swings it can turns into a whip and then like spins around and everything. And like the first like real so again, a little bit about my story is there's this like vial, like kind of a biological weapon, where it has like demonic essence inside, and like if someone takes it, they like basically their whole body transforms and becomes a grotesque monster and basically a biological weapon. Something about brainstorming stories makes me giddy inside. Yeah, get it. Like I need more writer friends. Like right now I have Abe to bounce off ideas, which is great because like I actually called him earlier today because I have a gangster in the book, and like the way I wrote it would not be believable of a gangster. And then Abe came up with a great idea of like instilling it into me that it's like the gangster's trying to cheat the main character as bad like any way as possible, and that's how I should be writing the gangster. Like the main character cannot get away with anything without this guy. So like we developed a really good scene and like a future scene as well, so it works fantastically in the future. So like that's gonna be so great, and like it was a right direction. And then again, like I do have to give thanks to Gio for telling me to write more, and I've just literally the past week, because like originally he told me write 5 pages before Friday. I think I wrote almost 20, and like I still wrote some today. It was like the greatest feeling ever. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to write all that stuff, and then I think I got an idea for an alien doctor that lives in a semi-nuclear city. Ooh, that's an interesting one. So that one intrigues me a lot, because I will say I don't think I could do sci-fi writing. Sci-fi writing scares me, just for the fact that I feel like I need an idea, I need to convince the audience that when I talk about sci-fi stuff, that I know what I'm talking about sci-fi. Like, I could talk about fantasy stuff all day long and, like, be like, okay, yeah, he kind of has an idea what he's talking about. But, yeah, sci-fi, that is that is another like thing I would like to like try at one point. Oh yeah, that's also another thing I want to transition to the channel is. Sorry, it just something went down the wrong throat. So that's one thing I also want to transition. I think I'm going to start it in February, where I will make a community post, and if no one answers, I'll have Edgar or Geo, like Edgar and Geo are the same person. I keep going back and forth on that. Ask some people around or even Abe. So basically the idea in February is I'm going to try to make a short story, and I'm going to ask the community to give me like a genre and a prompt, and I will choose one if there's multiple choices there and try to write it within a month. If I don't get it in a month, I will make an update video. So basically we're doing Mad Lib. Story Mad Lib, yes. Basically. Give me genre of what you want us to write, because I will say like romance is probably going to be a hard one for me, because romance is just not in my wheelhouse. As I think we learned that in the dating episode with Abe on Sunday, where I'm very love inept, I guess. But yeah, it could be like romance, fantasy, action, sci-fi, horror. Horror would probably be I would say horror is probably my best suit, because like I think I could create an atmospheric, and I've made a lot more horror stories in my life than any other one. Which that's also another project that I will be doing this year, because I'm getting ready. I think if I start getting ready now, hopefully I'll have at least one horror story ready for Halloween. And if I could get the one horror story ready, publish it, and do an audio format of the storytelling, and then record it, edit it, and everything. Like, that part might be a little bit hard to get the actual thing. But basically, if I could get it, like, the story written... Abe in the chat. Get out of here, Abe. You and... Is it like a smug cat? Yeah. I gave your dues, your credits on the gangster scene, by the way, earlier. I don't know if you heard. But yeah, so what I'm going to try to do is get this horror story done in Halloween, get it published in that time, and make an audiobook version. Oh, God, Lord, it's Abe. Yeah, and then convert it to an audiobook, share it on YouTube. So it will be technically free on YouTube, but again, this is me a way to self-promote myself in books and everything, because it's like giving a person a little wine tasting. It's like, hey, if you like this video or like this chapter of this horror book that I wrote, it's on Amazon. And the thing is, what I want to do, which it's going to be kind of difficult to, I think, what I'm going to do, because the audio book might change from the actual book, because what I want to do with the audio book is more movie-like, basically, where there isn't much narration, but it's just more dialogue heavy. And I'm hoping to do that with like some friends. Maybe I can get, and like I kind of tested the waters and paying some voice actors to do some lines for me to see what I could do with it. So yeah, with the horror thing, I'm gonna try to get that all figured out. And the only audiobook I get is the Erase Prison Plastic. I never heard of that. Huh. I might have to check that out, because with my job I travel a lot. I I drive like 2 hours, 3 hours to places and all that stuff. I'm not a truck driver. I just go fix things. But it is nice to have audiobooks just because, again, I kind of run the course of music and then I get tired of it. And then when I write, I need music. So, but yeah, I think the horror story I want to go with is the one I'm working on. I think I'm going to start working on it. It really doesn't have as much like notes I have compared to my main book, which is, I'm going to call it Respawn, basically. And it's going to be about a character basically trapped in purgatory. And he doesn't necessarily realize it at first, but until the devil tells him, yeah, you're in purgatory. But the reason why it's called Respawn is I was kind of going for a Silent Hill-esque way of doing it, where basically he's faced with his like past traumas or his past sins, and basically those sins have manifested and tried to kill him. And they do succeed in killing him, and then he respawns back at the last like so-called checkpoint. An audiobook of the animated series that's inspired by an anime campaign. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I will definitely 100% check that out. That sounds super fun. That sounds great. I'm intrigued now. But yeah, so basically, yeah, so like his past sins, he has to basically confront those sins to see if he's whether going to heaven or hell. But his purgatory is making him face all the crappy things he's done. Which the first sin that I have created for him is this large deer man of a guy that basically can lift up cars and try to kill him. Sounds like it kind of is a Twilight Zone plot. I love that type of horror where it just like messes with you in your head, but then also like it's like character driven, because again, that's why I watched so much of the Silent Hill 2 remake. I never bought it because I didn't realize games I didn't realize it was going to be $70. It was like, holy crap, games has gotten expensive, and I can say that because I'm old now. But yeah, so like, I like the idea where it's like, again, it's technically James Sutherland in Silent Hill 2 confronting his mistakes and past. Well, yeah, mainly mistakes and past and what he did. So I'm kind of doing that with mine, where this large deer man's like trying to kill him and all that stuff. But like once he actually finally defeats the deer man, like he gets a flashback of who this man was. And basically our main character is a lawyer, and there was the deer man was actually a hunter. And the person that had killed him was quote unquote one of his friends, and you were that friend's lawyer. And basically the main character had convinced the court that quote unquote friend didn't really do it, like it was like circumstantial, because like there's like scummy lawyers in real life that do that. Like it's obviously he committed the crime and should do the time, but somehow he's convinced the jury and the court that he didn't do it, when clearly they did do it. So our lawyer has to face the fact that this kind of reminds me of the Spirit. Dude, I have that bookmark. I should have bought that. I was thinking about playing that because you had recommended it before. Again, I am just really bad at procrastinating and doing stuff. God damn, is this idea already taken? God damn it, now I gotta play that on stream. And I'm gonna play that on stream. I'll be like, oh no, I somehow stole their idea, but at the same time came up with the same idea. Yeah, but yeah, so basically, yeah, that he convinced the jury and all that stuff, and basically, since he the man got off scot-free. The family of the deer man didn't really get a proper closure, I should say. It's not taken, it's just some similarities. Okay. I do got to play that too because I love horror games. I never did go back to Are You Afraid of the Dark too? I never did go back. I don't know. There's just something about that game that, like, I don't know. It gave me a headache. Unfortunately, that was like, maybe I had to mess with the settings or something because, like, they're like some of the problems with the AAA games. They like do something with the graphics, and I just can't play it because I start getting a headache on it, and then it's just like, oh, I gotta do this for 2 hours or something. So, but yeah, so that was gonna be like the first sin that he was going to do. And then I think I was going to do another sin that he did, which was like, he was like a high school bully or something, and unfortunately made a kid commit the S word. I think YouTube says you can't say that word or something anymore. So I was just going to try to convey that story, and basically at the end I'm hoping to make the guy see the error of his ways. And again, maybe a happy ending, maybe not. A lot of my endings do not necessarily end happy because life has ruined me. So I will ruin the characters in my story's life as well. So, but yeah, I'm hoping to maybe get that one out ready in Halloween time span, and if I end up finishing that one a lot quicker than expected, I might. Life sucks. Yes, like life is hard. So, what was it? I was listening. What was it? There was a really. Oh, I think okay. Yeah, it's on Netflix. I think it was Loudermilk, which is it's a guy that's just basically an asshole to everyone, but in a weird way, he is helping everyone by being an asshole and pointing out the things. Because, again, sometimes as in society, we kind of beating around the bushes, trying not to hurt anyone's feelings. So, but this guy is blatant and, like, kind of telling them harsh reality truth. But he did, like, one of the good quotes in that show was, hurting yourself is easy, but living is hard. And we should try the harder path of living. Well, that last part I kind of added in, but like, yeah, hurting yourself is easy, life is hard. But yeah, it was very super interesting. Yeah, and I've been doing a lot of research by like watching different shows. I love that I could say that. It's like I was watching TV and it's helping me figure out how to be a better writer and stuff. Which it does. It does actually help you become, like, if you watch and consume media, like, it doesn't matter what kind of media for, like, entertainment. If, like, someone has put the time and effort to make dialogue and everything, all that stuff necessarily actually helps you. And I will say, like, because, again, like, a show I've been watching is Ted Lasso, which is so hard to watch, like figure out where to watch it because it's not on Netflix, it's not on Hulu, and it's not on like anything. It's on Apple Plus TV. I don't have Apple Plus TV. I don't even have an Apple product, and the only Apple product I actually do have is a work phone that they gave me. But the thing about Ted Lasso is one thing I do enjoy in some shows is the unscripted funny. Yeah, unscripted funny things are great, like bloopers. Sometimes they have it, but then there's also like. Some of the things that actors had came up with the scene and stuff that are like it's great, like because it shows that it's like they know what they're doing with and what kind of comedian are they. But like one show I was watching recently was Ted Lasso, and that show's writing is very unique, where it's like optimism. Like, if you give enough happiness and love to someone, like, it sounds cheesy as fuck for the fact that it's, like, enough happiness and love will help everyone. but they do it right in the show somehow. And like I could never write something like that. And it's like it was so impressive to me on how they did that, because like Ted Lasso is a American football coach that gets hired to go coach European soccer, but they call it football, and he doesn't know how to play soccer really. And like everyone is like making fun of him and all that stuff, and he's like calling him stupid and stuff, and he just like is like gives them that happy smile and is like, don't worry, I'll make us win, and like just the super nice to everyone, even though everyone's out to get him. And somehow like it starts to infect the people around him, and it's just like, man, this like how they created that character is very interesting, like inspiring almost. So but yeah, I don't know. I maybe I should do that more often. Is like analyze different stories too, because like I love like when I go to a movie, I am not the average goer. I'm like sitting here taking notes and be like, oh man, they developed that scene really well. Like the dialogue, the characters, the actors, how they do everything, and like not to say I would never be able to direct a movie, to be honest. Like I've directed short like YouTube videos on another channel, but man, I could never probably direct my own show. Like if like again, maybe if it was an anime, I could. God, I love good acting. Yes, good acting. Like it kills me. Like when I like what was it? I think it was The Equalizer 2. Denzel Washington when he's talking to the Little Yam, I think was his name or something. I can't remember, because like he pulled him out of that one like drug den, and the guy was like, "Oh, what are you doing? Like you know where you are?" It's like, "Yeah, I know where you are." And it's like, "Oh, fine. You need to be a killer then," and just like you start with me, and then it's like, man, it's not spelled with G-U-N instead of M. It's like, oh man, good writing, good acting. Trying to think of everybody else too. Like Death Stranding, that has some good acting as well, because like Troy Baker, I will probably say, like he is probably one of the best actors out there. Like I will say actors for sure, because like he does the mocap and everything. And in Death Stranding 2, the trailer, when he's talking to Norman Reedus' character, like that character he puts in has so much life, and like little inflections in his voice, he does it so well. It's so impressive how he does that. And then like I was watching the thing, because he does the there's the new Indiana Jones video game, and Troy Baker originally didn't want to do that role because he wasn't sure if he could sound like a young Harrison Ford, but like I watched a comparison. Jujutsu Kaisen is a really good show. Like man, like Abe, I know you don't like Jujutsu Kaisen, but Jujutsu Kaisen is really good. like I finished the Japanese, because the Japanese version of Jujutsu Kaisen is done, so like I kind of know how it ends. It is so good, because how they did like Jujutsu, like again, I don't think Abe's ever going to watch it. Is the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen is like the main character, he isn't like, he's just a normal guy, and his life has changed when he eats the finger, and then basically he has to live this other life. And the reason why Jujutsu Kaisen is so good is nobody necessarily wins in Jujutsu Kaisen. It kind of like, it's like, alright, it's like the problems take care of it, but man, it took a lot of people to figure that out. Didn't have a bad ending, like all of our cheesy one. It kind of did. I believe they're talking about like if you're talking the ending of the ending of the actual Jujutsu Kaisen, like the Japanese one, there was some people that were very unhappy with the ending. I don't blame them. I don't blame them for the ending was kind of meh, I guess. Like it, and I believe they might be changing it in the anime. When it ever gets there, I'm just gonna say it's like we're far out there. We got a few seasons coming for it, but yeah, the ending, because I do remember reading the ending and I was like, oh, after everything, that's kind of how we're ending it. And like I think even the main writer, is it JJ Akutama, had said, I think a lot of people had missed his intention for what the ending was supposed to like represent and stuff. And I could definitely say I was one of them. I didn't get what he was trying to convey, and like him explaining it. And it's like, okay, I can see what he was going with. I believe that's kind of where it was going. But then manga sometimes gets changed from the ending for a reason, like Death Note's. Yeah. I don't know what the Death Note manga ending is, but I know there's a few different endings in Death Note that I know of, which is towards the best anime hands down. I'm not gonna name it. I'm gonna let that one slide. But the Japanese actually made a live action 2-part movie for Death Note, and it was very well done. Like, it was really good. It was like it kept close to the material, but they just changed the ending. There was no, like, I think N was not in there, or the other twin was not in there. So like they had ended it earlier than that. But like the live action that they did in Japan was very well done, and it was like, I think I was in middle school when that came out. But then when Netflix made it, and then like I saw that, I was like, that's not even Death Note, man. Like, you have Rook for sure, but man, they like, you guys succeeded the live action in Japan. Why couldn't we succeed in America in the Netflix version? Like it basically wrote itself over there. Like, I understand creative freedom and you didn't want to copy it, but man, I felt like they went too far left in that department when they made it. But then the original anime, which again, great art, great craziness at the end. At least we succeeded in the live action One Piece. Yes, I heard it succeeded. Which am I on this? Yeah, I started on the second book set that my cousin had got me, which he will constantly ask me. It's like, well, did you start reading it yet? It's like, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm at Skypiea now. That's where I am in One Piece. I need more time to get through it. So, yeah. What else? Okay, what else have done between the time of me going on break? Trying to think. Built up more computers for sure. Wait, you haven't? Yes, I have not caught up on One Piece. I know that is the biggest sin. I didn't even start reading One Piece until 2024, actually. So yeah, I have not caught up. It is a huge mountain to climb, but I will get there. I will catch up. I will understand when people say fourth gear. G is gonna be pissed. He's already pissed, man. This man is pissed at me for a lot of reasons, and I can't blame him because I just don't get things done. I'm a half finisher of things, because yeah, I think he's already ripped me on the One Piece thing. And then I'm supposed to help his brother get seamless co-op on his Elden Ring as well. Um, what else was I supposed to do for Edgar? What else was I supposed to do? There's a lot of things I was supposed to do for Geo. I just forget. I will say too. I was here when you ripped on. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were there. To be honest, Happy Jim, you were there at every moment of this channel. But yeah, he is. There is a lot. What I was originally gonna say is, do not ever test me on memory, because I think I have literally a brain of a goldfish. I just forget everything all the time, and just like Happy Jim is the yeah, that is true. Happy Jim is the OG, the original, the only one that matters. But yeah, I don't remember. Like, you could make plans with me and say like 2 hours. It's like, hey, we're going to this place in 2 hours. I will forget it. I need reminders constantly, or I need to set something. What can I say? I find you all entertaining, except for Abe. Ooh, shots fired! Shots fired! Everyone get on the ground! I'll just let you guys fight this out in the comments, right? I'm gonna make this bigger. you guys could just fight this in the comments. I'll just sit here with popcorn or something. You can actually see that pretty well now. It's actually readable on stream. What fight? He knows it too. Oh. Yeah, you can actually read it on stream. That's kind of nice. Make it a little bit bigger. There. All of you are on there now. Maybe I should start doing more streams like this, where I just like literally sit here and talking with chat, just like WWE. I still gotta get love with your hate. Oh man, fight! So, but yeah, I know. So yeah, I don't necessarily. I want to say there will probably be a gameplay stream or something in the future pretty soon, but not necessarily. Because I know my brother, he does want to play Elden Ring on stream, and we're going to do it on Seamless Co-op. Desperate for content, Souls? I'm not usually a toxic person. You should... Yeah. I am desperate for the content. It's like, come on, guys. Come on, fight. Alright. Fine, you don't want to be part of my content? Yeah. It's all me, baby. I don't need to see your chat. Alright. Yep. We're going to only read half your guys' comments now. This is how we're doing it. This is how the stream's going to be the rest of the time now. But yeah. I do want to play Hollow Gear once on stream. And so there will be Elden Ring Seamless on there. It's always part of your... I'm always part of your content. I'm pretty sure I make fun. Yeah. I have to agree. You do make it a lot more fun because, again, I was talking about this with some other friends. It's like, man, streaming would be so much difficult without Happy Jim. Just because, like, I would just be sitting here talking by myself. And, like, part of me thought about that, too. Is like, man, if Happy Jim's not there and none of my other friends are here and I have to sit here and talk by myself, this would be horrible. This would suck. But, yeah. Alright, we'll give you back. We'll make this chat more smaller. There. Alright. And I'm still big now. I'm big. I'm big Souls. And yeah. And I'm sure everybody has figured out Um, originally, I like all day I've been kind of thinking about this. It's like, how do I want to approach this stream? And originally, my thought was, it's like, you know what, I should just come out clean and just like kind of introduce myself, and then I can make this my introductory video. You big now, you always feel small. I always do feel small. I am the like when like if anyone sees me in public, I am probably like, I'm not actually like physically small, but people forget I am there, and I always just try to like kind of make sure like everyone's voice is heard, and I just like shut up and just sit there and listen in groups. And also then my social anxiety kind of comes in, where it's just like, when do I talk? I don't want to cut anyone off. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to say anything that's gonna hurt anyone. So like that's the nice thing about streaming, is like I can hide behind a screen. I don't actually have to be. I can be a dick, kind of. But I will never be a dick because I still feel guilty about it. But yeah, what was it? Oh yeah, I was talking about like, basically because this video is gonna replace that personality stream, which I necessarily didn't really like that I did it, because like it was very like like it gave you an insight of how my mind works, but like it was really short and fast, and I did not give the topics a lot of thought, to be honest. And man, I got called out on that one, which I don't blame the guy. Yes, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never actually studied psychology. Don't be a dick. You get enough hate from Geo alone. Don't worry. I'm the from what I've heard at work, I'm more of the suffer in silence kind of guy. Don't worry. So, but yeah, so like I want to get that intro video. I wanted to get that not intro video, but the personality stream out of the way. You're a cinnamon roll. I do love cinnamon rolls. They are tasty, and they have nice little folds. God, I could go for a cinnamon roll right now. I was like, my inner fat kid is coming out. I want a cinnamon roll. Give me a cinnamon roll. But yeah, so this will probably take like precedence on my like front page of my channel. So I think it's kind of got more of my personality in there, and then again, it's like the future of the channel, what I'm gonna do. So that'll be nice. So, all right. I didn't actually necessarily know how long I wanted to stream this and figure how long I wanted. Well, yeah, basically I just said that. Because like originally I was thinking it's like, this is probably gonna just be a 30-minute stream or something, like, and like I won't spend too much time about it, and also show people I am alive, that my neighbor did not kill me. Oh, speaking of neighbors, man. It's probably, it might have been a good thing I didn't stream at one point, because it's not the neighbors with the red lights, it's like 2 houses down. I think some like frat guys had like bought a house or something, because holy crap, they play their music so freaking loud. I'm in a freaking basement and I can hear their walls shaking and the music playing through my house. 30-minute stream, wait, you know, yeah, like, okay, see, that's the thing, Happy Jim. If you were not here, this would have been a 30-minute stream. And now that you're here, yes, it's going to be an hour. Maybe an hour and 30, to be honest. So, like, we got to catch up, buddy. Like, things happen. Yes, I believe that's blasphemy, and if it's like Warhammer, it's like heresy. But yeah, so like, yeah, we had some neighbors. Oh, there's my phone. It goes off. It's already over an hour. Oh yeah, it's fine. But yeah, we had some neighbors. Just, I like maybe it's like the oldness coming in to affect me. That it's like, man, do I have to call for a noise complaint? Because like, How has no one else called for a nosebleed? Like, I'm not even directly behind him. Like, his neighbors left and right and behind them. Like, how have they like put up with this crap? It's like, I think a lot. Like, it's always on Saturday night, which again, I get it. Nobody needs to like. Well, usually they don't need to work the next day, but man, like just like at 10 o'clock at night, it's just a rager of a party there. So it's crazy, and like I was curious if maybe if I had streamed that, I don't know if like it would catch in the mic, because like that's also another fear I have, is because I do stay with my parents, and my dad is partly like, I think he's slowly becoming deaf, and he's just like watching like YouTube videos that are like super loud, and my mom has to like consistently tell him to like lower down the volume. So I'm always worried that like some of that stuff comes on stream, like you can hear like weird sounds in the background. So I get insecure about that, I guess. I should probably get my own place, but I don't. So I forgot I had a water bottle next to me. I really wish I'd known that a lot sooner, because my throat's getting so dry. Dude, same. Oh, that's great. H2O. It's probably actually the most I've ever talked, to be honest, recently. I'm not much of a... In real life, I'm not much of a talker. I'm the sit and listen kind of guy usually. So, what other projects am I going to work on? I think it's just mainly the story ones, and try to get those audiobooks made. And then try to self-promote. That's my Kindle stuff. If I ever get that made. I think I'm out of topics for now, actually, unfortunately. So, okay. Wait, I can kill 15 more minutes. I can kill 15 more minutes of stuff, maybe. Or I'm just getting desperate. I'm thinking I'm getting desperate. I think I'm out. I think I'm out of stuff. Oh, no. I do have one more thing. I am going to Anime Detour with Geo again. And I know the last Anime Detour video, everybody liked how I convinced Geo to go to, oh no, yes, that's the reaction I wanted. Yes, because maybe I can trick him again. I don't know. I don't think he'll trust me, to be honest. No, yeah, he probably won't trust me. But yes, we are going back to Anime Detour in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, and I can probably guarantee you that there will be another sit down and talk and stuff about that. He will never going to trust you after that. Yeah, he will. I don't even think he trusts me ever on anything anymore. Oh, I guess I didn't say what my plan. What other I shouldn't say unfortunate. I have a lot of events happening in 2024 or 2025. Still not used to saying 2025. So that's also another reason why streaming might be more difficult, is because I have 2 weddings to go to. I am going to China with my family for 2 weeks. And again, there'll be Anime Detour I'm going to. And there's something else I'm forgetting. There's something else I had planned for 2025 where I will be forced to be ripped out of my home of a gremlin basement that I live in. Man, I just love my basement. Don't make me go outside. Don't make me do things. I love it here. So that's another thing I wanted to bring up with you guys. Just say, I if I'm not responsive is because I went outside for some reason, some god-forsaken reason. I went outside. So say hi to Gio for me. By the way, I will say hi. Yeah, you know what? I will direct Gio to this stream. He didn't. The guy doesn't even have me. I don't think he hit the bell for me when he subscribed to my channel, because he didn't even know I was streaming, and that one hurt. He was actually like, yeah, because it's funny too, because I texted, like, because he was texting me all about some stuff, and I told him, I was like, yeah, I'll do it once I'm done streaming about my update and stuff. It's like, wait, you're streaming? Oh my god. And I'm like, yeah. Tell Abe that Happy Gem said hi. I'm 4 subs away from 100. Oh! Because, like, I have 2 profiles on YouTube, and I think I switched to this profile because I'm subscribed to you on Happy Gem on this profile, and I saw that you're really close to 100 subs. Like, oh my god, congratulations! Like, damn, I'm super proud of you. You're way more consistent than me, and like, I'm happy for you for sure. Like, it's great. I just got a message about my package of computer part. Is someone here? Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. I just heard someone enter the house. Don't worry, I'm not dying. I'm sure. I'm sure it's fine. Sure it's fine. Sure it's fine. I think it's fine. What can I say? I'm basic reaction content. I think it's fine. Right above me right now. Moving chairs. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. And yeah, if you guys don't hear from me, it was not fine. I totally died this time. But yeah, there might I don't know, maybe today or tomorrow, because like I said, my brother does want to do a Elden Ring stream, so that might be out there. It's coming from the inside. It isn't like, no, there literally is someone inside my house. Okay, that has sweet dreams. Yeah, it's either got to be my mom or dad. Maybe I don't know. That's just how I got in streams. Just like uncertainty of panic of like, oh shit, something happened. Like kind of like with the same with the house and stuff. Like maybe that's my gimmick. All right, thank you for everyone for coming to the stream, and happy 2025. And I hope 2025 is better than your 2024, because I don't know how your 2024 went. So, all right, have a good one, guys. See ya.